Hi, this is Kim with TechMag Social, and I'm here with Fabian today from SAOS, S-A-O-S, and I'm sure you'll tell me what that stands for in just a moment. But your company is a supply management company, providing an interface between Canadian and Chinese suppliers, right?
Yes,
Canadian
that's
vendors
correct.
and Chinese suppliers. Can you tell me what that stands for and a little bit more about your business, please?
Sure. SAOS stands for Shared Asian Operation Services, and we provide all services needed by Canadian companies to import products manufactured or designed in China. And we provide the full scope of services that allow them to manage the activity without any risk, without too much cost.
Okay, so basically you're providing a turnkey service for a Canadian, say a store or a manufacturer who needs some parts to get products from China, is that right?
Exactly.
Okay, what kind of services do you offer as part of your package to facilitate purchases from China?
So it basically starts from the sourcing activity to identify a supplier, a partnership, and then if it is designed to manage the design development phase, to follow the production, to control the quality of the product, to make sure that the quality is really what you expect. And this is a strong point there. And to manage the logistics, the more optimal way you need the product, to handle the delays and the shipment, the way the shipments are done, and make sure the shipments are also what you expect there.
That sounds great. So basically, if I wanted to put in an order, I knit. So if I wanted to order a bunch of knitting needles, let's say, because I want to sell them to my friends, there are some really good Chinese knitting needles out there. So let's say I come to you and I say, I want to buy these knitting needles. Okay, well first off, let's say I'm not sure I want to get them from the supplier. Would you be able to find me a more cost-effective supplier, for example?
Absolutely, yes. So in China you can find a lot of suppliers for anything. So almost everything. Almost. Yes. But for needles, typically, yes. The basic purpose would be to identify a few suppliers, maybe 5 or 10, and then discuss with you about your expectation in terms of supplier. If you want short-term, long-term relationship with them, if you want to do even more closer relationship, and from that. We will categorize them according to your criteria, and to make sure you find the best one that fits what you expect.
Okay, great.
And after that, we go further in the business, so you can make the order, we can control the quality of the order before you receive the product, so to make sure that when you pay it, you are sure what you get.
Okay, so could I do this as just a one-time purchase, or would it be better if I were say a manufacturer or a shop looking for a longer-term relationship?
Both ways are okay, of course. It depends on what is your expectation. But SAOS is more specialized in the long-term relationship, because we believe that the long-term relationship will bring more added value to your business, in the way that you get more the product you want, and you get also some other opportunities, like having new products, like having also capability to sell in China, to use the partners you have there to enter into the Chinese market. There are various ways that can be used on that.
Okay, so SAOS could basically act as my on-the-ground presence in China if I wanted to, say, expand my business by dealing more with Chinese suppliers, suppliers, is that right?
Yes.
Say I didn't want to just do knitting needles, I wanted to do yarn and, I don't know, safety eyes and all these other things, all these other craft terms you might not be familiar with. So would you be able to act, as I said, as my office on the ground with somebody speaking Mandarin or Cantonese, depending where they are?
Yes, in some extent. So we handle all the importing part from China, but we know how to enter in China through either the existing partners or your current suppliers, because current suppliers might have also access to Chinese market. Most of the time they already sell in China, but they don't know how to sell overseas, and so we can set up, let's say, the activity on this aspect to make sure that you have the right channel, the right way to access to this market.
Right. Okay. And I just want to make sure that we're clear that the difference between SAOS and, say, a broker source?
A broker will not work on the relationship with your supplier.
Okay.
A broker will take your order, take some added value,
Right.
some cost on the product,
Right.
and manage the shipment and the deliveries there.
Okay.
SAOS, we don't get paid on the value of the product.
Right.
We just do the work, and we are a team locally
Okay.
there.
Okay.
So we propose the activities, the services, as if your team oversees them.
Great.
So it's very different, and that's why we can provide the full scope of services.
Okay.
We don't stop at just doing the one task activity. We propose the full activity,
Okay.
as we are flexible,
Okay.
of course, and we have people that have knowledge of how to work internationally
Okay.
and locally as well.
Okay. Could you help me find a shipper, or would you handle shipments for me too?
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely, we are working with
Great.
local people that are international companies as well that can ship everywhere. So we just control everything. You don't have to worry. You don't have to need any knowledge about Chinese operation.
That's great. So again, it's a turnkey operation. I don't need to speak Mandarin. I don't need to speak Cantonese. I don't need to know the ins and outs of which supplier is which. And you do the quality checks for me.
Yes, exactly.
That's great. That's great. Where are you located in China?
We are located mainly in the South China.
Right.
So this is the Hong Kong, Shenzhen, Canton area.
Right.
So there is, let's say, main industries in furniture, in electronics, in home appliance.
Right.
But we have also some ways to work for in the whole China.
Okay.
So because we have also some network there, and so this is basically the strong point is really to support locally your activities, whatever it is, and knowing the language, knowing the international business is really the key point there.
Do you have any plans to expand to dealings with the rest of Asia?
We have expectations later on to deal with other countries. Have to understand that if you want very low cost products nowadays, China is no more the best place. You have to go to Indonesia, to Vietnam, and so for some specific customers, specific requests,
Okay.
it is better to go in other countries in South Asia.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much for explaining all this, and I'm sure this will be very, very informative to our retail clients and manufacturers in the area. And you can find more information about SAOS and Fabian, and I'm sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing your last name.
Gusov.
Okay, good sort. I will spell it up on the website, I promise you.
Yes, very difficult.
And you can find more information at TechMag Social. And thank you very much for talking to me today.
Thank you very much.